vaenga o e Radio Vak tarifolau. Ai whakawhehokotaki-anga o e Tonga I he kolope. This is Radio Vak tarifolau, where Tongans can connect globally.
fuape Kai whakama o ngā tuhe e te tālawe Ki hoto ka hoa o ku whai aki e pole pole Ilo he tonga kotoa Ilo I he fo I kolote Kakala fuape Kai whakama o ngā tuhe e te tālawe Ki hoto ka hoa o ku whai aki e pole pole Ilo he tonga kotoa Ilo I he fo I kolote Kuoka papuna e ikale hau e ata Tangi 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 e fo I malau o e ta aki mo e ata Otomo o mua Na aloki he lomo lomo o e hau Ke whakame I te Lolo ahala e valu Tu ke tau o eva o kamalu e fiafi o toli matala he kakala fika uluaki alaha manongi pe akala noa hua aki hoto hei lala faka otoshia te uke talaki tu uke tau o eva o kamalu e fiafi o toli matala he takala fika uluaki alaha manongi pe akala noa hua aki hoto hei lala faka otoshia te uke talaki kuoka puna e ikale hau e ata tangi e fo i malau o e ta aki moe ata o tumbo o mua ta aloki e lomolongo o e hau ke whaka me i te o hungi lolo a hala e valu kuoka puna e ikale hau e ata tangi e fo i malau o e ta aki moe ata o tumo o mua ta aloki e lomolongo o e hau ke whaka me i te o hungi lolo a hala e valu
Long ago, what's so long ago? Long ago, what's so long ago? Close your eyes, imagine all those memories in your mind. Realize that the downfall of bad time has make you wise. Long ago, what's so long ago? Long ago, what's so long ago? Every day I wake to find you standing there by me. Lost away, I don't believe I'm Mexico where have to say, oh no, long ago, what's so long ago? Long ago, what's so long ago? If I do say, but I know now, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind, long ago. What's so long ago?
Malo mwana Maria ho eki pea malo elele ai tonga koto ape o ku taitare le ki motolu ki he paenga le tio vake tai flau i he hoata e fiafi ko eni ka ko e fiafi tu apule lulu a hono full maua september o ta hua fe maua fa o ku fia mau pege tau fiki te ngaki atape mo le o i paenga vake tai flau taitare le e tonga ko tau pe mo me mai i tau ngahi polo kalama i he hoa koeni. Taitari re ka whanangole teo me ngai state ke he ni mangofulu Amerikani. Ka mai ka whanangole teo pe mei tonga eiki, ka whanangole teo pe mei he otmoto e pasiki no sila ka mai whaka Australia. Taitari re ka whanangole teo pe mei Asia ka mai Europe pe mok motol ko ta pe ko fe pe tapa e kolope o ke mea mai pe mei ai o ku fia mau pe ke tau ke wakai atu ke aki motol. Pe a hange koe fulai ata koe ne o asi atu I mui hoku tua, mere fifita. Koe kau whanore te oe, me Arizona au nau a mai koe ni. Koe whakawhi ia ki motolu ki he aho koe ia o e le tio Tonga Vtf tari wholau ka koe le tio Tonga Vtf tari wholau koe ia pe mei he kolo iloa tahai mamani koe ia kopea. Pea ko station fokia ai vai ko puna o tu ye San Jose ka kunau host ai aho ko ia o le tio Tonga Vtf tai flau pea fata foki pa mo aho e nau kalapu I Salt Lake City aho wao no ko ia o katopa aho tokonaki aho wao no o katopa o e tauni pea ko ia e ko e tahapea e ngai whakamanatu atu kia ki motolu ho eik pa mo e kāinga ko uhi ko e teu ko ia ke whahoko ai aho o le tiot ai e whahoko ko ia I Salt Lake City pe aguanga peheni fokia I e taimi hoa ko e ni taimi hongo fulu ki he wā I ahotonaki ko ia e kamata kia e fukai puaka tunu pāpāhia kamata kia fukai pokatunu pāpāhia pe osko ia elere pe me ai feituko ke whā te tau taofi ki ai ai kai tunu ka tau kolosa teu ki he polo pe koe polo ko ia e whakahoko pe I he feitu utatau pe whahoko pe I he feitu utatau pe ai polo ka koe teunga koe aloha ai utau pe tato koe aloha ball night I aho I he fia ko ia pe au alu whakataha ia ai koe me aku o ku lo tolu ai whahau koe aloha koe te unga koe aloha ka koe polo pe aku lere ai mo ki I whai kawa lere ai pe mo I kalapu whatoka ngai ange pe ngule whatahani mena whailo ngai ai ta o ko ia o e kalapu Niu Wakai kalapu ko ia Niu Wakai hoko pe aho pe eta ko ia ka to ngai kalapu ka watonga ko to pe I Salt Lake City fa fe ki modolo ki aho wa fa ko ia kata aho wa no o katopa aho tokonaki aho wa no o katopa I Salt Lake City pe au pe heni leva ko ki modolo ko to ko ia o mo ofa mai ke le tio Vtf tai folau o ku ke tauhi pe ho ofa e tok foaki pe ho ofa I he aho koeni pe aguanga pe heni te ke whakatau lewa hao ki tikite ke kau whakataha mo ki mautoro oe koe ngahi station I kotoa pe a le teo Vtf tai folau ai a koe station I Salt Lake City ai ko siwakili mai ia pe motoke ta afapalo okay ai station I Seattle Washington ai ko Brenda ko ngai kai a mere mo ala fisi pe mo mere seini vehikite sika okay ai station ale tio I Texas ai ai Bruno Haft kai
Bruno Haft ki he United Kingdom of 4
ko ia ko tu blota sene ke malea fatoloa ka ko tu he kai ke mo mahino I malea fakatoloa tu pa te tu kuleva ki ai ke ne faka osima ngai station
ia tu ka ate au ke te ki mahino e meli o tu ka te ni mi oku kamata pe ke rea whaka Tonganese. Ai aga tau station koe i Texasi, whalele mai Mansela kawa, ai ki motol koe i Texasi, whia maa moti ki te, mo ofa mai support ho mo station ni. Neo koe mahina peko mea wake, ta whaka koe mea ai Tonga. Ki tau whingawe aki, whakaivia, ngahi fuawhatongia whakahoko, mo whakaam ke toi leleia nge fuawhatongia, o i kai ngata pe iheni kai pe foki Tonga. Aia, te ke support pe ho o station ni ka oku ke fie support he mautaki hongo fulu e tikite. Ai ki panga tahawhi ki he koe se aia a station ni ka toa pe panga tahawhi. Ai koe to hongo fulu e te pile taha Texas, ko San Francisco ko te pile taha panga tahawhi. To hongo fulu ke te pile, Pea ko Los Angeles, ko se Miss Pome, ko la kau angelo, na te pile naua taha. Ai taha ko toa pe ngai substation, ki mo tol ko mo tui whakaristiane, support e tau station whakalotu. Ai whahoko maia, e whaiwhikau malua, pea mo honohoa, mo ki family, me Vancouver, ko Vancouver o tu I whe, o tu I hewe kau awhanua ko ia, o Orikoni pea mo Washington. Ako Vancouver tu ki Washington ka o ko hinga ko na whingawa ki whai pe I Orikoni. Ko ia meri, Winga to lau mai re ia hoa whia ua ke tolu ki downtown ko o mea. O Seattle pa hine pehe ko iai motokoni o support au kapau o ku ke fie support the tau station whalotu o kai menau te pire anau tolu, E taha pe ia whaivia tau ngā ue pa ko whakatangia wāke tau whalautu o taha pe tau, Taha pe tau, mo tolu kai ngatong, pe ko kau pe ni I he polo whakatau, ai letio, ko ngai tau mai tau me wanoa taha no e mirina tau whawheoi. Whai pe tau ngai polo, na kei ki fuwha fundraise ai, ka koe tau lelere tu koe ni I ngai ahoni, ko hai ki koe ni umau, ke whaivia aki, ai station koe a katoa u se niti ki ngai te pire alu pe ia ki he retio apea, koe pe nau tahui paanga, pa koe pe menau komiti, whamalo he ni ki he kalapu ni wakai, si hana si sponsor, ai nau retio, ka pe he foki nau ngai po kalama, koe tahai e whaunga, ki tau whinga, ke tau ngawe, ki tau alu ki toi lele iange, tau whetoko ni aki, o pa te tau tuu whakataha, ki tau poupou I hangau e whahoko, o tui toi alu ke lele iange, Pea ine pehe ko iai ko ki whakatangien tu o tahapa ko api api pa moe taimi ko iai mo ofa mai. O ku iai e meri I he hangekatau I he pena ko e nā, I he tua e meri o whanwhatapu, o ku iai pe toko taha ke a sen ki ai o sel pe ko I ki ai, pe ko koe pe nau tau hi paanga, pa hui nau tolu pe o ku nau tau, o nau tāna ki a sen niti ko ia. Pe ko taimi ko te ke sel ai, te ke kore pe, ki he toko tahani pe ko o sel pe, pa ke note et ki he note o sel, ko e te pirena ki he radio station a hai, Ui ke nau ilo pe ke talango hingoa, pe e lava leva ke nau hanga o lisi, ai toko taha ko ia o ku ana I tikite, pakapau o ku he kaitiki algo ki sooleki, ka ko ilo pe kua hao whaamiri sooleki. Ki surprise them down, ko na wai te pire I polo wake ta flau, ka ke mea maiko whafufonga I atu, Ke ko mau ai, ko ma te pire mahe ke ma, ke kia tai mea te mai ai, te ma moua mahe whaita, Pea, te ke moua whaita, pe te ke moua whia lere I meri, pe mea pe ua. Kai ke kakotupe maha umahino atu e hawa ik makai, si o whalahet ki atakai, ki Arizona, maaloe si tukutaimi ke tau kau whakata, pea ki mou tolu ko toa pea mou mea mai ke paenga wāke e ta flau, mo tau pokalama o e hoatani, pea kore whamormorean, na mawhakampe ke makawa te taimi a Seattle, ka ko ingane nau si mo oa, pea maki moa mau e whire rea ki holo i he appointment pea ine pehe ko ia ma fia tau kau whakata me tai nimbe ki he whakini ma
ko ia
sai awat lewa whainga maari e meri
ko ia ka pau lewa o ku ke ongo i o ku ke mau haloto ofa ki he Radio Vak tai flau whatau ho tiki te
whewhea pate ke ki matai whaka ofa ka o te ke hangu ke i kai ke matai whaka ke whaka ofa mata whaka ofa ia mata hai a koe ke mau pere san ko ia i kai kai ke
ka pau lewa o ke fie ma o po ke whaka am ke tokoni mo ke poupou ke ngā ue ko eni o whakahoko i ona whamawhola ato e tau ngahi polo kalama i he paenga Vak tai flau tawa peke ke to tonga o tikite paanga te au ke tikite ko e tikite ko te pire ko e San Francisco te ke hataha lava e to tonga ne tikite ko iai whitu tak mai pe ki he whika telefoni ono ni manoa o wahiwa wha hiwa tono hiwa pe ko ono ni manoa tono a fitu ni meni mataha whadau le waha o tikite pa ke lava mai whawhi ko ke lava mai e aho wano ka pau te ke whatau e koe hao tikite pe e kai ke lava mai ki soleiki ka pau i kai ke soleiki lava pe ke oange ke hao kao ngā whewhine pe ko hao kao ngā tangata pe ko hao whaamiri oanga nao tolu ke nao ange whafofonga i koe i he fuu teu koe ni ko teu i e he waiko puna ange koe mene ulawi kia ne nai o kamata pe ia he aho ka koe hongo fulu ki he wā ho ata hongo fulu pongpongi ki he wā ho ata e whakahoko ai a e tau kaitun puaka koe tau pepe kaitun puaka ko tui ngō tolu mo os ahia ka soleki koe feitu uia o kaitun puaka he taimina
koe mea we tono ai apea e meri e kei ke ngatai koe ai o kamata e fia taim hongo fulu o lere ai tuku ate fu taimi lahi ke moto ke mo mea mai pe ke moto e ke tiki te ato ki he mau mea toko ni na
ko whaamu fo ke whaatau ko toa tiki te ki mua pe tok whai ko ia ai toko naki whaamu ia ke os ko toa mai ai ngai tiki te i a whaka osi ko ia ka pau ke aho a wike ua ko ia o katopa ko le ia os ko toa mai ke ngai tiki te ko ia o ko ia a toko naki ko o me ange pe ko ia o kai osko ia peta wole va teu ke hula mo e kalapu fatoka nga yang e ai pe mo kumete ia mo tano au hina i e loto holo ko eni ko ui ke tau kalapu pe ko tau fiu pe inu kava tau kolosia to ki hula ko tau fiu pe hula tau ki kolosi mai o inu kava ai a ko fonga fo o ia tuku mai e vai ko puna ko alu whakataha pe a inu kava mo e kalapu pea mo e hula pea kui ai o no whakakau e whai mea ko eni te mo tokoni mai kau ka pa ke o ke pehe ko foi whakakau lele ia o ke wha mea o whawhai he ngai kalapu i tonga ia i wawa ko o pehe ko taupare ai te hanga ngahia ki o tuku ki loto kai taupare pehe
o mana tau ki motoa kon ka motoa kon ni na fa konseti fili
koia
man te rei fai ko tem ka meri ka ko to kola ki na no ko hai no ka nga ni ma ke ilo a fili ke mana to ki a fili
ko tini pe go mantu ia
na moto ko mo sai moto to po mo tai mi ko tini kana mo tu ia ko fili na e fa konseti holo i he ngai mea kakaitonga pa ko taimi ka ko ma ke me konseti mo le tio ai ko tok taimi o entertainment nei ka atonga i taimi ko e mau tupa ke meri ko konseti whakakolo ngai uhinga ke pe si fai e whinga panga pea ko tui ko Queen Victoria na tok tupa ke taimi ko tini Kaike, ka koe manatu ke taupare, Aia ko tau pan na lai ta tau ko sisi. Ko te ma sisi kan ko na fa tu ma ko e fili. Ka uilo ma ko fili ma wa ne felave pe mo Queen Victoria. Kai meri.
Ko ia ko ta hai ngai me e malava ke fa hoko I he po ko ia ko polo pe ko te unga ko aloha pe ko ai ko polo aloha kalapu fe me to le fa hoko I he po ko ia po wano ko ia o katopa kamata pe he ono lele ai pe ki e feitu e taha ko inga ko po to ko naki taha to no fe ma ke ta matuku o mohe teu ki lotu ai au fa fe ia ki motolo e mo kainga tau te fita ke motoli Salt Lake City ka to a Utah mo me mai ke tau fia
ko polo ko si kamata pe ai polo he ono e fiafi
Koia.
Seo, ko ma me toko ni ho ata kai tonu po ka pa hia kamata be ho fulu ai tau fanof nofo mo mai ko e po ka pe fai pe ka ia I fu holo e meri ai fu holo ko ni ko se ama hen be ki ka Salt Lake City ko ia o ku I ta fa ki ko e fare ka ia te ta ma me toko o si pe ko ia ta lova ki ai te ono pe os kamata e tau polo atalo o la ke me ka ko ne tata to no pe tau mato
ko makehe anga o polo ko ni ko tau kau ko pe mo lere fata hai pe mo e tau mo kalapu ko no makehe anga ia ko ai si moa fenga mai ki o mana tu pe ai polo ko ni
Ana Maria
Mosimo Ana Maria Mosimo ko mantu I Apollo ko I he wafe taha valu wafe taha valu ko na fai Queen Mary
ko
na manga ya meresimo pe mo Ana Maria ko ai mo te ahia ko Apollo ko ni siatona ya Victoria
we need to be happy
mo mai ke tau toi fatata
ko ai si mo ki takai mai takai mai o pana ke au ki Queen Mary ko tu pe ke au Salt Lake City Emily
ko ka ko ngahi to la ya pito na to talo kamata mai ai aho ko ia o le tio fakata mo ka mai pe ko ta uni ka fainga mali mo to ka mai pe ko me ma nga ta fata mo ta fia ka ko tikite pa anga te au Paanga te au ko ia ki he kai koe I he ho ata to ia o atu te pe mo ki refreshment he fiafi I he lotonga ko ia e polo pe mo e kalapu pe ko e kalapu ko me te tau ko o te au ko o hu ai pe ko o ko ka hingo e holo ko o holo ia fatau mo ai te hanga ko e mo tol ko te mo kalapu ko ki motor ko te moange kalapu to tonge ko ha tikite ki o kalapu to tongi leva mo tikite hoa ke hula
si mo o te to hela ko fa ton ho vai
ko te DJ
ko te mau te ke hala ko ton pe asiko he ata how la ke meli I'll never forget tau whataha ko ia I he Queen Mary
au pito
whakalata au pito kaige tau to whataha ki he kau whanau le tio ki he paenga wāke tau whau ko ia ki Salt Lake City Pēo tau whatawanga pēo will have a fun time he koe kawe nia I he ka fukai tonu waka ka ni ko te mai ko vai ko puna meri te mo fiu mo ta kai po ka o fetu he kai peke o asia
au pito ka ko ne ku ko na ko ulak to apena ku ne hanga pole I mai to ako si mo ta mai si mo to ai
pa we ni to e fie fai de tio ko pa fa si to ma ko to fai
Kono to fayan ko e keipi.
Pakai okay finga I ho visa file tio ke keep it clean. Ko ai ka me ke tau palo pare.
Ko kalapu ko ni. Ai ni ko fai fratape he hula.
Kai.
manatu I koe whakamanatu ia ai tau taha ia ai kalapu
we sorry at ko winga o gele dio
ikai ko whamanatu ia ai kalapu koe ni wakai ko nau koe no molo ko nau aho o wipe ko nau aho ia
au te kau mo whamanatu
o ko kau mo ia he aho ko ia pea I he time te tau pe o nau pe he ko en aho ko ia pe ko fiafi ko ia o pau ke iai ai ki me te ia I he tanoa
ia
o pau ke ia me te tanoa pa ko tau me te o ku fa tau sio he faiva ko me te o aspetta ko me te ko to ko ni na me he vai pe ko pula ko tana ti ko to me pe me vai
ku me vai ko pula asma no masi ba
ko no molo ya ko me te mama ni o ku asi I he o mai me tahi tau sio ki na kakao lo tahi he faiva ko me te ko ni o ke he ha ko to ia ne na I he vai ko puna na tata pate pe na te vai ko puna pe ko ai te na o mai le mana tol o tou a si me te vai he tai mi ko ia
me te mama
kata ki ko tata no ne vai ko puna o fi pe un beauty si mua to ko ni magasione
ko fu me te mama pana hanga he vai ko puna ka pusi ke foki baba
Kako me hoko ko me hoko whamanato e ka motolu kau kalap kawatonga mo mai he ko te keki mo sio matolu ia he taimi ko o kutou ai me te ko me vai ko puna taimi o fai te mai ko fu me te I ve etano a oa ko tu te ka ipu fonu pe ko hoko pe me he kamata o ki he ene pe ngalo ia ko o ke kalap ka ke to hila tu ko ke hula ko fai me ko me he holo sanga
kepi o fala ke ai be ke pau to ko wa na audio fakasio to ka gaita ma o ne permite ana ke au ke polo
se ke mali ko polo aloha to tana ke kalapu pe mohono me te ko ka to se ka kepi ha ko kepi Hau he manatu I keipi te ke hau koe ko hinga he te takau tau waia I hono whakanofo I kau me te.
Kau me te ka di wana konga I lolo. Nau kauna tanda foma koe I vai ko pū.
E ko talu ho mou lama ke ia ha me te ke ne ohu ho mou kawa ko ene tok hoko
Ene tok hoko
Pea se unga pe ia he koe kalapu pe a moe polo moe aloha
Porque me ko sai ai Meli ko fe unga pe tai pu na mo hen mo to wa mo tau tuku
Ika ko sai pe me te wi hano va e ona
we I wa
kalapu e te alu ko te mo to mai matolo o fata mai me te ave gitai ko me te wi ha ai ko o te ke tokanga mo tolo ko ia he ko ka safe ta hape ko safe ta ha mo tolu ko ia o mo fie o mai ke kalapu kau tangata o mo fie o mai ke kalapu ka wiri fia ho ia teria na hange ko o ki fe ko to wa ko me te ko safe ta hape talange ko hoa totongi ko a o tikite a ko te alko tangu tu mai kalapu ka totong pe ke to totongi mo aku tikite te ala tangu tu mai hula sio o ai ki o mai ta fatu tama ki opito mai taha ko inga ko present ko me te mo ha ka polo pe ha tau to ko wa pe he ka si mo
okay via na ka fai ka wa me te de lo to ka
o si ako ko to fiene fai kalas ka me te ka ko no ko fa ka tu pe ka mo tolo ka me te pe ni me vai ko puna me ki vai ko ya pa ko na osma fola mai he ni man ko ni te na fatata mai ke na hoko ko to I he fiafi aho waon o katopa
apita ke feedback mai leva ki mo tol ko mo support si United Kingdom of 4 po feedback pe ga Bruno ai mo kite pe mo cape ai mo tikite ko ki foi toko hongo fulu pe ke te pile that's not much to ask for ki mo tol ko e taxi filu ta kamansela pe ka ko feituko alu ko ka to ko ki tikite ko pe ta anga vai ko puna ko na to de na tana ki
ko ye
ka pe ki he ki semis pome ki he
Victorville California mo LA
ko siwak liwai ki mo to mo mui I station a siwaki ko mo fitu tak ka siwak ko e makite pire a mau mo hoa
ko ye
ka ko e tau fra muia ki tau fengau ki tau fe popo ki te ke pe tau ngawe
ko e kainga ko ya hate ho sila pelua ko e foke polo kalama sila pelua fa ho ko va ke tai folau fitu tak pe ka esta tela maile ko e pe homo fanga ke homo te pile to ko la sila pelua I Utah
ko ya
ko ia mo mai leva o pe ko ka nga api tu pe mo pe
ka tu ga ni kai mia ko state ko to pe ta to fito in ki so lake mo hangi ko ni ko California ko ngo state ko ya o si fonu pe nga I ko lo nga mo ko tau ka kai nga fito ko ni
ko ia
am pito kai ke ko
ka ko frafeia ko frafe ka motolu ko to ko siato na osra ko foke polo ki siato na watu pe ki siato ko ia motol ko ia siato mo fedutaki pe ka mere sein le ki te sika prenda ko ngai ka mere moala fisi ko nga fata wa mutikite ko nga fe popo aki mo fe tokoni aki ko si kainga ko ni moletio apea talo e nau kau mai mono foto e nau station ni nau kau mai ke hula ko ia famanate aho va ke tai folau isia to na mai o popo mo tokoni o mai ki he si kainga ko ni e tau station fakalotu ki mo tolo mo sai ia ko he uhu ke lotu pongpong ko toa ko si taimi pe ni ke si tokoni ai tokoni ai malo e fai fatongia station fakalotu mo ka fai fekau si tokoni at ke ka fai fekau si atam fatawa mo kitikite ya ko e meni vakai ko ka nga api mo vai wa pe foi tikite tahao tuku ia to ki tau station fakalotu mo sayone va ke tal folau ke tau fe popo waki pe
ko ta te pire ko ia e taha ko tu unia meli
ko ia
ka paule va hangi ko ni ka pa ke te ke tokon mai ko ia ka mo meli ma te pire ko me pe fai ko ma te to pe mo makato me he kato o ku kai ga me ai anyway
ko tu ia ko ka fanongo o ku nau fe popo ko hi ku ki fa to ta pe heta ai ngai whakatangi ko e ni pe a ko whaunga pe ia a e mau whahoko me he ta uatal me wafe taha ono ko hono whai e whangaki mea koen pe a ka pau e to osi ko ia to e ngai whakamole o e ngai mea ko toa pe e whahoko a ko ia pa ko to e ngai ki senit ko ia ko senit pe ia a station ko ia a pea whalele ia ke nau ki mea ngau e whahoko mai a e nau whatongia pe a ko tui o e kumai kainga ko ose ne hoa e taha ku si talano a te kai ke taha hiki mahano ni ma ke totonga mai hane ki tikite e ku te pire ko station a San Francisco
hika ke hao ni ma ke fia popo e wa ke tal flau pe ke hiki ni ma mai
ko tu ka whai ni ko ke nau fi hiki ni ma mai henu nau fi tok ta mai pe nau toluia ko ki tikite pe ta e paka pau o kui ai hange ko motor ko Salt Lake City pe ko hato e feitu pe ka pau ke pe ka yo fi ala tau matiki te ta ka yo fi ala tau ya toko ta te ala tau ko ilo pe feitu te ala tango tu ai tana ki e ko ho ngai ka nga mea ko ki couple pe nima ongo mantu ape e nima pe ko tana ki ha ngai ka nga fononga e hongfulu osko ya pe fatau leva ho mo te pire
to get about how ki business ya out you can buy our table for $1,000 fatau go mate pire mau
ko ya kamanga matu waki ho fu
ko ma me ofa ko ki ho business ko ya te wata foi tu ata to foi mahina ta para pa te que ngare te ai ke wa ha ke melisa ngai fo ngai ta fai via ta ngai business he o kulahi au pe ta funky business tonga o kuna si feinga meni feinga ke recognize ki na tol ke tau ka inga Tonga we can do something in return kai ke o mai no apesi o kakaba ke ia nga uhinga ta da fitu funky business ga pau ke habe me ko te afford fitu ta ki maga mau o figure it out ka ko kau pendi e tau whengau e aki, mono mahu inga, whakawhete ngai business, he koe kau whukia he ma whaapolo koe na ma whahoko koe ni talon me wanoa taha no, na ma whakatangi ki ngai business and they came around a meli,
Koia.
Ka toa o mea o whalolo na tuku pāma ngai business and they took care of it, Ka wai mo e Fiji Air, ka pe na tō nau, business container ka peking business ke pe na nau kau fata pe go fambe ngai business ke mo filuta ki mai tau fingawe aki ko ta haifonga we can tu pa mai ko ka mau to ko net ma to hengai to fa ki to aki Emily
Mau sage o ata reva ai ki fo I fasi ko ni ko fasi ni vai ko puna.
Koia be ya.
Ate fasi vai ka puna magi motolo no ko tope o ku ke oskamata ke faka kau ke fatau ha tikite kau mai ke tau fia fata.
Malo. United Kingdom of Foa. E tau mua ngā aue e whakaivia ai ngā hi whāmili e wāhe ngā Foa. I tau lele iange ai tau ngā whakaako. O ui haisini hange koe tauhi ngā hi apikolo e maa. Tau ngā whaekonomika o hange koe whakatupulaki e mau anga ngā aue. O aki ngā aue i whalehanga, o kanga, a tai. O mauto e rau kawe e whoki ai mahu inga ke iai hapalani ngā aue i hoko koe whalala anga i whanonga anga oi mo ui. E tau mo mataha, e ki piki hama kai vai manawa. Pātolo ake whakalakalaka, e tūloa, e ki kai mo inuai, ai tau tangata mo e tau tangata, oi wāhe ngā Foa. O mautu pā ki whai o mautu ko ingata, e le lei whalu Foa, a koe moao, e tangata i whanua o Foa. Āpā pātu, United Kingdom of Foa. Radio Vak at the float of Timeo Seminity and Nima me Tolu Pacific Time in San Francisco, cause the Tola Mahili, Emily Tofu Colebek and Mahufang. I think I thought up to the fucking me fallen. Katahoka to Mota Kalamakoya, e Hota, Fiafi. Kohono Aho Alfianimani.
Atahawa and all day.
Ahotawa September out of Pulelu. Trying to get my head together here. Ka koe tau pokalama koe he leret koe I he taini miti tau tala noa ngongo pe. So at pe nga he ngongo he a koe mali watu pe koe tau kau whai ngongo malo nau ki malolo nga koe aho whalaiten pe tuke ho pau te hao ngongo o asi mai ka te tau tala noa ngongo pe. Toi taha ai mea ko wakai ke meli pia te tala noa pe kia mau inga whilawe en mo ki tau tolu ko ia I Amerikani ko hia ko e mau inga ko ia teu whili ko hai e hoko ko e Palestini pia ko e taimi ko e o whili Palestini ai Amerikani o ku I kai ngata pe a sio mai a mamani hono ko toa e koe tuu koe I he tainimi o ku nau whakawhalala ki Amerika I na ngai ta whaaki he ke he meri,
Koia.
Pea o ku mahu inga au pito. He o whelala ave I eni mo tauhi koe meri no whakamamani lahi kau I ngai kawe inga mahu inga ka koe mea te pū a e tau mo ui whakapaia I he whonuani, Pea tau whira ki tau tolu koe ni o tau kum fonua mai ke fonuani whakapaea i fonuani pia mono ngahi lelei mo ngahi mea kotoa pe tau inasti ai i ta whaaki koia o e tau sio ki he e tau mo ui lelei let alone fia mau ke tau ia kotoa lahi ki tau tolu ki e tau ngahi mahak tau hiu whatapu o tau whakautu ai pia o kou fu mahu inga au pito ai he kua te au sia ai tautou visit koi ki whare maha ki e malai peo mo ui lelei e meli pia koi au koe hoha mo toka ngai kina ta whaaki koe ni he kawe ni i mahu inga au pito koe mea ko whiri tau ataina pe koe ka te malangai a tau ia ko hai te ke whiri kai ka te malangai pe i ka veinga o kou ilo mahu inga ko ia I want to keep my medical Emily ko whia mau ke make sure o ko ke mau ai medical ko porque insiua ko o ko iai o i kai ngata pe au ka pe ke whanau o kunau tupu hake i he whanuani pe kai ki ngata pe i a te au ko si atu Amerike ta tau si kautou reke reka mo mahu inga ko ia ko inga ko nau retire pe a whahinga ne nau to whalau mai ke whanuani kau koe ki nau to ngā au e nau tolu ko nau whalau mai i ngai uhinga ke he pe a kua o ke whahinga ko nau hoka Amerikani ko whanua ke nau no whai mo nau whanau mo whangamoko puna pe a ihe ene pehe o ku mahu inga au pito ki te au mo e fua whatongia ko whahau ko e pāingani ki tau ka vei e ta whaaki e te usio o ku nehanga o toka ngai kina ai ngai mahu inga ko ia o i ngata pe i he medicala ka koe to e sio koe ki taimi e te retire ko haki seni ti e mau e mahina ki hoko to aki ai nofo mo sio ki kahau he ko fere mo fafo e fatongia i ka ngata pe ki he fonua ka pe he ki he siasi pe a moanga e tau nofo whakatonga i he community he ko tau loto mo tau ofa whakaotua tau ofa whakawhamiri pea oku pea koe whaunga koe e tau tutupu hake e mau inga au pito pe e isi e ki mea tau maho tau nima kana e si pe mo whemori aki pe tau ofa whakawhamiri ofa whakakainga ofa whakawhanua ka tau rau whito ki he tau ofa ki he tau otua pea ihe ene pehe kia te au ko tau ka vei ki tau whiri whakapoto whakatatau ki he tau kumwhanua mo e tau whakapaea o whai mai no pe koe ngai whamilia ne nau haunau tauri e whaunga whai ngofua na e whamilia ne nau osi lava mai na toki mua pe ko nau whainga maari ki nau tolu he whanuani pe ko nau tuu ki mua ka ko whamanatu pe oua na ngalo ho tato poanga oua pe oua na ngalo ai whakamata mamahi ai kore mo tau whinga ke tau establish e whanuani taimi au tau kore ai ke mau ha tau ngofua tau no fai whanuani. Pea au tau kei whekuki tau tomo e mea koe ai au ke au. Pea kai tuku ia. Pea kapau te utala noa ke mau inga koe e meti ke a. He kai ke tuku e whalau mai si o tau kakai e meri. Paka taimi nau whalau mai ko nau ewa ka nau ka puke. O lava pe ke tai lelei ki nau tonu. I ngā whare mahapi koe uhinga. Koe uhinga pe koe lava ki kawa ki nau tolu i ngai whaunga kehe o lava pe ai whare maha ki kai pe ki ngai waa kehe o kumpaanga ke whakakato ai tatongi oi kau toke tā kai pe ki ngai whare maha ki whaka kau pe ngai mea o ko concern meri Ke kai ki toi fufalolo, ke tu kuat pe, ai mahuinga koe tau tala noa, e koe tau tala noa whakaongongo pēni. Pea koi ai, hanga lau, ke te ukawa tau ko whiri mea, tau tahi nā au. Ke te ulawe pe au ia ki mea koe, ko ilo, na wesia ki tau tolu, koe hia ko atuunga whapolitikare, ko atuunga whakataki. Ka koe halafononga e mo ui, koe tau e whako tau peu pau ke whai whiria. Ka koe ko instituto ne whonuani mono ngai tutu uni. Aki pe ai uhinga ke oua na whaiwhaiange kua mao hata haia fu mawhai koe ni. O i kai ngata pe he mao whakatiki tato kai i kai ke mui e ko instituto ne me tau ataina ka kai whonuani pe a kua lautau e tau whapaea i he whonuani pe a koi o ku tatonu pe ke tau wako i hala whanonga koe ni tau whanonga mai ai ka tau sio ki ka hau mua toi whaunga e toi leleiange ki ho tau family i kai ngata pe i Amerikani kai pe he ke nau tolu me ngai whanua ke ngai koro Australia no Sila i Ulope he koe tū koe ni ai tau ngā unu wha mamani lahi kua whenga ngā ue anki ai ngā hi puleanga ha toi whaunga toi leleiange ki tataki ki tau tolu i hala whanonga e tau mua ki he nofo merino mo tau ataina. Emily, nak malanga pe ko anga pe tatala no.
Anga te ona ke kito ke te whako e malanga. Ka ko hange ke te au ke sāpate u atape ngai pokalama le tio ke toki malanga.
Te toki malanga he sāpate.
Ngane ngoi ko e tau tano a ngongo pe fokene wek pa mo kai nga taha ngai ngongo o mai fa mui taha. Pe me ABC 7 News. Te ke tu uta mai ai Palestine malolo ka ko e presidential candidate ko ia ko Donald Trump ki San Mateo. Va henga San Mateo i he fiafi a pongpongi. Fa ko ai private fundraiser i youth site e a hafalaite pe a opeheni. Ko e reception ko o whakahoko he fiafi a pongpongi. O paanga e ni makilu ki he fo i couple. Paanga e ni makilu ki he fo i couple. Pea paanga e tahakilu ni mamano ki he toko taha. Ke kau tau na lalahi pea. Peko large donors. Pea ka paulewa ku whi mau ke a hatola i ata. Peko hatola i tā pea mo Donald Trump. O whafofua ke paanga e tolu mano ni maafe. Ke paanga e fitu mano. Whatatau ki invitation koe o si tu whaki holo. Pea gai lewa ai price koe ki ang nau tolu koe te nau whio pe o kau he reception koe ni he whia pompongi. Koe paanga e tolu afe tolu ngeau ke paanga e tahamano. Ke te take part i he reception koe ni as a regular person. Ka koe kau tona lalahi because kau large donors o ku nau totongi nau tol paanga ni makilu ki he couple paanga takilu ni mamano ki tota ai go reception ia o te ke whakahoko ke Donald Trump go fundraiser Donald Trump i he fiafia pompongi ia i heni i San Mateo County ai whahoko ia youth site kau whatahai rally kau taha kui loa ko we the people of California o nau whenga ak whataha pe mo Trump's fundraiser pe i tem te tau pe fok o kuiai pe fok e Republican Party a San Mateo County okay pe a Republican Party pe kamata pe i hiva pongpongi ai ko kakaite now a filongoa ki atu ki El Camino Park ko El Camino Park o tu uia i tahani menima El Camino Real i Palo Alto gay groups ngai kulupo ngai fae for America te now lue holo ngai feitu ko ni pe te now kawa tu ki Trump train ki outside ke tartari ai former president's motorcade aia koe ngahi katoanga ia o teo ke whahoko i heni i a pongpongi a pongpongi pe mahu inga au pito hoek mo kainga tau wakai ke ngai feitu u koe ni ka pau o mahu inga ke kau kia e nau tolo ku nau mahu inga ia Donald Trump pe i time te tau pe ka pau o kai ke kau kia ka tau mahu inga pe ke tau i lo i ngai feitu u koe ni e fu mo ua au pito aia go Woodside ko El Camino Park e fumo ua au pito feitu ko ni kamata hiva pongpong au ai ko El Camino Park o tu uia i Palo Alto ka paule va ke me takai holo e ngahi feitu ke pe hawat ke fa flight fakatoka nga ipe ka pau ku kai ke kau he rally ko ni pe ke manatu i e mo ua e feitu teria na ke whakawawau ka feitu pa ke kolosia tuai pa ke stakai ha ho ai tolu ka koe mea whaia pompong e hene former President Trump whahoko a ene rally i he fiafia pompongi i San Mateo County
taimi ne whai vai e kau businessi ma kau million
au pito anga ni makilu ki he fo i couple
kaya
pe pa anga takilu ni mano ki tota
kaya
ka ko ka do na la hipe pa ka pau fi ma ke ai ha te ta pe mo Donald Trump pa anga tol mano ni mafi pa ka pau range pe me tol mano ni mafi ke pa anga fitu mano
kaya
ai ko
pau e te alpa ko re laita mo Harris ta to tong be meri
oia we ma te mama mana tu ko tai meni campaign apa ke vi mago ke ai ta even one of them ta be ko range pe ni ta pe ka paule o fe ma ke te alpe kita kau i reception ben reception ko totongi ko ki ai ko paanga to wa fe to ngea ki paanga ta mano to take part in a reception attend as regular person mau nga pe tau wakai ki ai ma tau tol ko ni San Mateo County koena ka pa o ku ke fie kau ki ai pa ka pa o lewa ku kai ke te kawai pe te iloi e mo ua ngai feitu ko ni heavy traffic ko nga ko ngai mea ko no ko
ko tau tala noa ngongo pe fokien ko hake e melesein ke wate last name nga whanau mai mo e ngai kakai feitu ke ka pe ene comment malo e tau te au sia honi malo e pokalamani ke tau whanau ai ki ngahi niusi mau inga hange koia ko e teu e whiri ka o tau pou pe ki he tataki o ku nau tui whakalotu
ke tau pe ke tau tui whakalotu ko e uhinga mea
pe mau inga au pita pe e poinia o hake ka i he taim da tau pe ko e whakaukau ia aku ko e tau tui whakakaristiane mau inga au pito pe ta tau e pe po hai palestini he kai ke liri wai tau tui pe te tau toi vai pe toi malo yang foi to po tau le whakaristiane ko ia ko foi to ia ka ko e me go fai ko ke aki uhinga ko ni o kuhangai he fetu lolo o mai ai lao tu uniko ni fikau aki pe mo lo tu he ko ikai ko kristiane pe o ku amerikani o ku ai ngahi tui tui malo oi ngai tui ke pa ko me le pe tala no ko ki ai pe fie ma o pe ke fa apa ai na tui as well hinga pe ferro ke tau kau ko to pe helau ko ke tau fie ta tui fa kristiane mo ta lotu hange ko tau fa nau ko finga pe ke fair all the way around pe ki ngahi tui ke he ko te fitoi tui fa kristiane ka taua he te lava he muslimia liliu ke ta mafulita me tui fa kristiane o ta tui muslimi ko ka muslimi ko sana te fitoi tui ana tol ko kinau tolu mo ngahi te to mai pe ko example ka te pe mo ngahi tui ke he ia emeli pe ko ta pe ia o uhinga ka ku io o ka pe ngai poin lele I he tau ka ve ia a lot for cristiane ka I americani o to si ai pe mo ngahi tui ka kai ke pe tau fra ampe o ka pa de la sio ki ai o tau whaampe ki nau hanga o whaapapai ai tau tui whakaristiane pe in return o whia mau pe ki tau tui whaapapai mo nau tui a nau tolu ne o pe nau tui te voro po tui ka setane po tui ka futambua ka koe nau tui a mili
alo tau ngahi o ngongo ko tae o ngongo ko wakaihi foki ai ko ki mofui ke ne hoko I Southern California I Ventura County. Fafofo ki mofui ke ko ni ki he magnitude 5.5. I tempe tau pe na hoko o siwaval me fitu. Ko tananga ke mofui ke ko ni no mai o ngongo ko ni na hoko mofui ke ko ni pompongini ne ngo oksisi. Kana osfa hoko mai e ka fanole tio aniafi pego aho atu na embo mofui ke na hoko pe LA I wike ko osi hange ku hoko mai mofui ke I Los Angeles ka ngata pe mofui ke ka kula ila ta mai vela ho mo feitu una o pehe ko mofui ke ko eni aya ne hoko I LA os wamal me fitu I Ventura County me ke maile fa ta fakfanoa te koia o Malipu. Ye tempe tau pe na to ia mo fanga ki I mofuike pe ko aftershocks. Ye Oscar foi mofuike na a magnitude 5.5. Fanga ki I mofuike na fafofua ki he magnitude pe tolu po ine nima. Aya koe me ene hoko I Los Angeles. Ka na neongo ne hoko I Ventura. Kana ngalulu pe mo downtown LA. For the tau ki whamatala koe ni a ABC 7 News. Ni ai whuk mo ngahi feitu ne nau pehene na wongo I au pito. Ai lulu koe mo fuike. Kana I kai kia hangai whale mau kai kia taha lawe Pea I he time te tau pe o si autia na autia pe ai kau fire ngahi fire stations e te au. Pe ova hake ai ke na whahoko savea ka ingata pe savea o kere savea o ea pe moe tahi ko epicenter ko ya earthquake ko ni aya ko Malipu pe I he time te tau pe foki o ku whaha ko ya pe me ki konga ngongo ko ni o ku hoko pe ni ko whakamanatu ke te tau tol ko ngahi tau ko ia hongo futu pe ko a couple of decades ago na hoko foke ai fu mofui ke lahi pe o ku hangange o ku tau tiu ke to mofui ke lahi pe he pe to lahi yang I pe area mo California pe o fie ma uia o pe he o ngongo ko ni o ku fie ma uia ke tau mateu ko taimi peheni I ta ko o sifu taimi peheni pe fafofua ke fangaki mo fui ke evalu faka avalis ke magnitude fa pe to lahiange ne hoko I he taimi ta tau pe o ta ko osi ko taimi ni wa fa taimi ta tau pe ko mo fui ke ne tafa mo fui ke evalu I ta ko osi kai me whakaavalis ke magnitude fa o mai koe ke tau ni time te tau tau kosi na kua osia uia ki he tau ke mofui ke taha fa so alupeta I mo te lahi ange whanga ki mofui ke pea ko sihova pe o kune ilo pe ko wheta me te o mai hafu mofui ke lahi ka koe whehui koe ka te tau tolu o kuke mateu nai ke hoko ha mofui ke ko tui to tako to pe o ku osi tene lava pe ke ne tali fehu I koia koia
I time tana we fa me he CNN ko hanga he federal ko hanga he federal I he hopotangi o nau hanga o tinai pe o kono whalea tā I kai ke nau tari ke toi toloi a hono rifaki e tau tea whikau aki pia mo e keisi koe a Donald Trump ai wiloga has money ai mo mea I pe koe tāwhukeni o e ngahi keisi e tolongfuru maa wha ko o si mahino o ku halaia ki ngai tukuaki ko ia pia ko ia na whainga ia ka loia ko ia Donald Trump kina honga postpone a hiri whaki ko hono tau tea ka hi taimina rau bene o stuku mai ha whamatalaia me he state court pe ko e whare whamau anga ko ia ai state ko ki nau tolu I New York na nau whai a hopo ko ni te nau toki whakahoko hiri whaki a hono tau tea Novema a ho wano o wanoa ua wha I he uhinga ki nau hanga o toi toloi ai hiri whaki tau tea ko ni matu unga e nau sio ki he ke wana hoko ai tu hifono tau tea ki ne wesia ai whainga maarie I tu unga wha politikare ko ni ki he whili kai tuku ke alu ai whili ke mahino pia to hoko atu mei ai ka koe tuku ai taini miga tau tea ko ni e tok whahoko pe ia I Novema a ho wano I he taimina rau bena whingai ai ka o loia ko ia Donald Trump ke nau hanga o hiki ai ke si mehe state ke ave ki he whero ke nau whakahoko ke nau hoko atu ai e nau whawhikiki ko ia whikawaki pia mo e ke si ko ni a Donald Trump
koe tahai ngahi o ngongu ne ngoi ia pe tau ki tala tala no pe tau ki makai pe ki whaki mea hoko kai ta whaaki ke fonuani Amerikani tau wakai kia whaki mea koe aho whalaite whakeni ai Tonga ka koe ngahi mea ia koe o hoko koe I ngahi ahoni I Amerikani ka koe tui hangai koe tau wakai ki toa kure anga koe mea te tau ai ko me ko ne kulabe mai kia ia Lucia o ia na demokrati ka ko ne ilo ko background o Kamala mo ne fahami o ku didiu lema ene kau me demokrati ke no ko Republican ko mo ne mo on ko oseange ko ni o ku tau tak faide ya pe tau tai na pe ko ne fili fa tau ki na famatala ku ne tui mo ne ma o ki ai ko me pe ko la ve e out a meta ko ka kai ko ni mo te Pacific Islanders a tana ke mo ka Asia pe mo ka Hawaiian o pe he e ngahi whakamatala lahi ko tau matakari ko o alu a ke toko lahi ange e nau le sisita ke voting I he ngahi tau koe ni ko ngai tau mai koe ne ke fu fe fau e le sisita Pacific Islanders pe a moe a Pacific Islanders pe a mo Asia ko ta unia o ku keheia he o nau pehe e ka whatotolo ko ia e nai whai e whata konfeni se Ethnic Media Services o nau pehe nau tolu o ku toi a liunga tolu e ka kai Pacific Islanders o nau le sisita ki he voting that's a good sign tahaya ai whaka ilonga le lei au pito ku kamata ke tau interest ke tau mahu inga ia I he whiri I he whiri koe ni pea o tui to ton ke pepe he atu ai pe koe hape ka ko at the end of the day koe hape mea koe oku whatatau pe ki ho of ilo a koe whekau aki pea moe ongo kantiteiti koe ni o koe ngai mea mahu inga ia hange koe tau wakai ke ngahi policy o kuna palani ke whakahoko ange koe ki policy e taha koe ni na lawe kia ia sione koe hae whanga ki policy mo palani a Donald Trump mo ene tafa aki a ana koe hae ngai policy tau maho inga ia ai ke whakahoko, ko hai uhinga o tau mahu inga iai I he ngahi policy ko ia. Instead, kia te au ia, te study, pe te hanga au a ko iau, I he ngahi palani ko ia. Instead, he sio I he social media, pe a moe ngahi nongongo ni ihi, a ene o mai e ngahi me e o koe gani la te kaunga ana ia ki te mooi. Koe mea ko tu iau ia koe ki ai, pe whatatau ki o si o hifu ki o ngongo koe ni, pehehe o ngongo koe ni, o ku maho inga ke tō taha ko tō ape, o kune whai ene whiri, o whakatatau ki he palani pe mo o mai koe e he ongo whahai. Pe te whiri mea, ko whe polisi koe o ku te sai iai, whiri rewa mea. Ko au ia he kei ki whiri au koe uhi ngā ko Donald Trump koe tangata pe ko Kamala koe whiwhine. E te usa ia ngau e fwoi elito koe pe mo elemeniti le lei o kuna tuku mai koe ke te pire.
Koe kawe ni ngai poini mau inga te koe tānang ke te meri, poini e tolu. Taha e poini o kutu pā ai administration koe ni o apau e hoko a Kamala koe Palestini ki nau whakaivia ai ngahi pisinisi iki. Ai nau ngā whaatā mai ai ngahi loni ki he whanki pisinisi ki nau kau mo ki nau tolu I he lau. Taha e poini. Poini taha. Nau tuku pā ke langa hangahi whale whafofua ke 3 miliona. He koe tuu koe ni he taini mi me state ki state koe lahi taha o e ngahi state o ku fō mamafa au pito ai kumi api. Nau pehe koe whaunga pene taha no tau I ai tuku hausia mo nau tolu koe ke nau lava ke nau whatau hanau api koe hanga he pule anga o toe langa hanga hi api whafofua ke 3 miliona. Poinia e taha. O ko mahu inga iai. Ma kehe me he e tau retirement pia moe e tau medical. To e poini e taha hono tolu o ko whie tāna ki e koe ki ai pia o koe kau whanongo ni he ongongo ka kau whanongo peni ki he mea okpo aki mai me he tō taha ko ia ko Donald Trump mo Vance JD Vance ai koe tō tahaia o kuna whinga whiri una pehe kana hoko koe Palestini tena hanga o tipoti whafuafua ke tō tahanima ke tō wanoa miliona o e kakai na huta whakalao mai ki he whonuan neo mahino pe koe process ia I whonuan whakalao onu e kakai ke nau kum whonua pe koe kum hufanga ki he whonuani pea ko pau pe tatai pe puhai Palestini pau ke nau whauna to I he lao. Ka koe palapare manga ko sia koe ki ai meri. Te tau kau I he wesia, tau te whito ke ki nau tolu te ki nau mau whainga maari he whanuani ke mau hanau nofo kuata pe ko na whare taha green card pe ko e nau liu citizeni. He whai ai ngā ue koe ni ai tipotia e ke ia fuhia I pe mo tau si matakari. Pea koi ai o kai ke utui tatau mo e polisi koe ta whaake taha koe hanga pe e sio me tua ki hanga hi wesia te tau whehangai moia e koe tuu koe ne tai nimi o ku tau ke kau pe a ki tau tolu Tonga ka pehe ke ngahi otomoto I he Pasifiki ma ke he me he kakai ko ia unau kumuhufanga mai me South America ngai huinga ke he pe ka I poini ko tau ka ve I hanga ko e kuwa kai ke tau toe whaafaka kau wange he lava pe ke si afuhia mo tau kakai I he ngahi whai tutu unikoni o kunau tuku pā ke nau whai. Emily?
Ko e tau ngahi tala noa ongo ia. Pea neongo te tau. Ko mea ko whaasai ia ai he sio I he no lau he ngahi ongo. Ai mea koe ni koe fast check-in.
Kaya.
Aia koe fast checking. Kako o ke ilo kita e pe ko fe fast checking ko te feed ke te lau.
Okay.
Kapag te lau e fast checking ko Fox News is all about Trump. Kapag te lau e fast checking ko CNN is all about Democrats. Pero kapag ko makai ke fast check ko BBC News o ko ke wilo I mean, you know, it's mahal sayang get albita kung may fast check ko kere atong.
Go.
Lucia tu berada ki tanah ko no may Lucia. Ko pau na kay ginaw fai ha toko ni fu tao me fa ko si ta fa ko si pe ha ke to fai ha tu ki ai o tau la vea pensione ko ngawe pe ho tau kakai malo.
Ia o ku kau pe ia I he mo ni au pito me la ko ke ka a Lucia, he koe ngai mea koe nia ko whai koe ki ai koe talana ha me na kai ke whai ai ngāwe koe ki ai koe o koe whaki o koe whaki ko ha me ai o whai ngofua ke hu mai peha toka taha Palestini pia ne whai tutu uni o whatatau be ki ne whaka amu mana tui o koe whare o kua. We have the Congress, we have ai kau senatoa. Pia koe nau ka veinga ngā we e makatu unga ia I he poupou I he ongo whare. Hangi koe ni ka wan peki tāna whatata koe ni. Na e weinga e ongo whare pia moe ongo ta whaaki koe ni a Republican, pia moe Demokrati, ke nau solova ai taimi koe ni ne fu ohofi ai ai hu mai koe ni kakai tau rata whito kesi kumu hu whanga me Venezuela ko hinga ka tu unga taki whakatiki tato ko ia ho nau taki ai ane au kolo mai fukakai toko lahi pena whai ai whinga ke nau whelotoi ki ha whounga e lava ke tau ta ofi ai ai hu tai wharao mai e kakai mo hangai tutu uni whikau aki mo immigration ni. Pana si ai packets kana aina si loto loua ki ai a ongo whare ka koe o mai koe ai packets ko ia ne pehe ne hanga Donald Trump o ta ofi ka ne toki ngā ue ki ai I he taimi koe e hoko ai ko Palestini sai. Koe kau be I ngai poini ko fie tāna ki atu ta tau e be po kai e whiri ko o Palestini koe ngā unu koe ki mua koe ngai whotutu mo ngai whakau e kei makatu unga pe kei whoki pe ki e whaunga taki e whonuani ko pau pe ke whakapasi mea ongo whare pe toksai ni kei Palestini koe mea ko o kui kai ko hangau e o whaingo fua pe a ulahi au pito ai ngai fie mao vivili tau sio ki whonuani e nau whekuki moe si kautuku hao sia ki au ka taimi o ku alu ke toi mawhange ai reni pe ko whakatau api pe ko en api kakai tō lai anau si nofo hewe e hala ai ku kawe ngai mea whie ma ke ai niko o lawe koe ki ai koe ni ai ka mala te nau whinga ke whaihanga aue ki hono whakai ai ngai whie mao ko ia. Pea I ene pehe koe i kai koe ke nau loto ta ki nau hanga o approve a package koe whakau aki pea mo immigration ko ia ene hanga leva e paiten o execute ene paua whakapalestini ke ta ofi abuta pe kumi hufanga whataimi ka leva ke nau ngā ue ki ai mili.
Alo tānak mai ki e tau polo kalama koe ni.
Koe ia. Au pito Lucia. Mea lelei tau tala noa lelei pe. Koe kia mea ia kia te au ia. E merigo stu pāpe au ko haipe hoko koe Palestini te tau whakapapai. Pea tau tui kotoa tahena e whiri, e kakai, e wai lau pehe. Ko haipe hoko Palestini, people had spoken. Pea koe tau sia koe ki ai. Ka koe tau tā siri pe I ta whaaki. He ilo whiawe aki pe tau mau. Pea koe ilo tau ia ke tukua ki ta whaaki. Ka te unofo pe I he fuafatongia o whai kono tau ka po I halelei ma tau to. Wapai pe he ma tau no Trump ia. Sai, kau immigrant. Teu, pa te mawhiri au te oate tala ofa. Te oate whainga maarie wawetaha ki hei halafononga ko ia ki he mao mo pepa ka pe ke mao mo siteni. Ma te ta wafe ko to ia Donald Trump. Meri,
Io, ko mea ko ke te au mea ngai wakai a aku. Ko pure angani, ko fai whaunga ko pure angani, ko fai whaunga mālohi tape mamani.
Au, pita
He oku ilonga ai ola ai ngā ue ai fai sistemi ko ni Amerikani. I he lelei e tunga whaka ekonomika mo everything else on top of it ai whanua ko ni. Ka pau te tau whihu ia, ko hae uhinga oku whaka oku mālohi pehe ai whanuani, o koe koe uhinga koe taki. Koe uhinga koe sistemiko in place. Sai, koe sistemiko oku in place. Ko haina le whai e tala ofa koe I Amerikani ke kau ta e pepa.
Reagan.
It's Republican.
Republican.
O monu ia ho tau kakai. Ko haina le whai ai tala a hono whakao lele I mai tau tolu he lolotonga koe ne fu COVID-19 is Democrats. Ko mea ko tānoa kei, o ko uhinga kei, e tatawa I peia pe ko hai e taki e en ape aho ko ia, ka koe fo I sistemi a Amerikani o ku mālohi fe unga peia, no matter who. Pe kei ke ia ha sistemia pe ko whainga fōunga ia pe ko whaunga Amerikani kai ke utuia o tene lava kene alau kene hanga o tā palasia ha whahinga kakai he ke o ke whao system he ko teimi ko tala noa e koe hange ko kulau e whai ko ngā ngongo I aho e ua ko o si whe kau aki pe a moeanga I love e ko ia a immigration I pe a moe Homeland Security ki he pehe koe e Trump e hoko fu mass deportation I he aho pe koe e hoko ai koe ene na whakahahe na pehe he immigration ia pe a moe Homeland Security o ku ia e fōunga ia pe ke aha whahinga tu uni e Amerikani e lava ke ne hanga o tā palasia hafu kakai toko lahi pehe, ko nau pehe. Ko toko taha ko tope o ke deportation process. Ko pau ke si oia ki whamau anga, ke ne whai e tu uni pe alu ki tu ape no foheni. Everybody have to go through a process ko ia, he ko sistemia na foto whanon. Anyway, ka ngā pe ku wakai ata ako.
Ko poini mahuinga o ke o hake meri, he koe toi tahani a ngai mea o ko whaalahe ki launga ngai whanua ki he. Unau pehe, ko pango pe o Amerika, ko tau e whaa ko toa pe o whaili riu. Tau e whaa ko toa pe. Pena o si hanga pe he pure hanga ia o mai ai ngai whakatutu koe ni ke oua na a whai ange pe a hoko atu ai taki peha toko taha o ne hoko ia koe futaki whakatiki tato ki he whanuani. Koe nau tau ia e whaihala pe a...
Moe tu ia koe ki he whaunga whakatemokalati.
Whakatemokalati, exactly.
He koe whai whaunga whakatemokalati piwa mo oni peni ko whai Amerikani. You know? And... Ka kua pau pe whoke o hake ngai mea koe hange koe whiri koe. Ka kua mea koe o kou pēke koe kia te au whawhoi tui e maho inga koe e tau sio. Koe hae whahinga policy o ku pushi he ongo tawhaaki koe ni. Koe ui ngā whai lewa me ai a e te tutu uni ki e te whiri.
Sai. Koe taimi koe e hu mai koe hapare steni. O kuia e ne executive powers ki ne hanga o whotu. Ka e kei makatuunga pe ia ko ha ai lau me tu uni ki whahinga executive powers ko ia he to e lava pe ta whaaki e taha ke nau hopo pea ko hinga ia ko e tu ko e ngai fuwhare hopo tatawai pe ko ha hangi ko ni nei pe Biden administration te mahanga o forgive ai kakai whanau ako ne nau no nau no i whero ke nau wako pea te mahanga whakamore more nai hanga mai ta whaketaha o nau tukuhi foia seo koe whaunga oku pehe pea ka pau te mo wakai ki whaunga koe ne whonuani oku whakatau wha ai Palestini whakatau wha ai kausina senatoa Emily pea whakatau ua ai Congress pakapau te museo ki whakatau wha mo whakatau ua koe o hangeko unau whe mahiri aki Emily aia hangeko ni jo apene ai tā noa whatata ki he kumau taimikana ho mai koe Biden o hoko koe Palestini. Uaki tau koe waka nei Palestini ai. Nai ihe control koe te mokalati loa ngofare. Pa na nau lava ke nau whakahuhanga i mea ne nau hanga o popo i lai. I fwoi tae ua koe. Koe fwoi hao koe tau koe nkoho no tolu mohono wha. Kua o si mafuri e whare ia o i kai ke control ai Congress ia he te mokalati na i he control ia o Republican. Ka koe kau senatoa na nau 50-50. Aia e lava pe ke he kai ke tari ka he o pahe ke tari he kau Congress ha whahinga whakotutu ngā ue he kai ke au he kau senatoa Emily ne ongo he koe whaunga ia pau kamata he Congress ha wai ke senatoa pe o pae hoko fwoi bill ko ia pa fwoi whakotutu whakaukau ko ia ke ha more pe ne hu mai me kau tama koe me whare koe hu mai ke whare koe honoa pe a loto le rei kai Palestini pe a e lava pe a ka i kai he kai pike lava ia
kono uhinga ia koe ko pehe ai o ku falala pe Amerikani ia ki e nau system he teke whetongitongi e koe kakai kai whetongi foi system ia koe o whakalere a ke whodua hange koe lauka e kau mea e whetongitongi whakauri e kai whetongitongi misini a koe o nearere e hao pe whakauri koe o whakauri pe ka pau e alua te mea ko mahai pensini o ta e tokanga mahai pensini alua te whakauri koe ka hae whakauri koe ula he sayang e ne whaunga ke whakauto utalere e pensini ka koe fo i misini he kai peliriwe me alere ia koe ia moefu koni sutone koe ko osfau. Koe uhinga ia koe e whakalave ki ai ai mahu inga iyo saipe ai wheta aki moe tipeiti tau whe tipeiti aki i malae o politikare kai whai whakapoto pe he tau tipeiti pe tatou ki he whakauri e hau o whakauri e me alere ko osmau pe ia
Ka me ale
ko inga ko kuna hanga fetongtongi ai ngai senatoa fetongtongi kau pesa fetongtongi kau ha but at the same time ko fu covenants here ko Americani o ku strong enough to anybody
pe ke lava hafu ito ai tokota even though whakaukau e tokolai e hu mai a Donald Trump o liliu ai tunga whate mokalati i whonuani pika te democracy he ke lava ia
yeah, but at the end of the day, mahuinga pe e hoek me kainga ko poini a aku ia. Tau tipe whakapoto taha. Tau tipe i langa hake, lau mare o langa hake. Oa te tau tuku hifo hawhahinga kakai, ta tau e pepe ko hae tui whapolitikare. If we debate i hafounga that we empower each other, toi lahi anga e ku ilo. Toi lahi angai mama angai ke see which one to choose fa of ta hai go ngau toi tau me
ka toi me ta te ta na ke be ho me kainga ta be tau lai ne no ya ta ha fi ta mai o mai ni fa kau ko kau ni me a toi mau inga ko mau inga ia o pita e meri ko foreign policy ko tau hi ko ia ai tau ngai to pa ki ngai fonua whenga o e aki i he malu o e lau marie o e mea ko e melino aini o ku whai ko e ni he neiro there is no country is perfect kai ka fonua ia e tau hala fonua ko e ni au ni ki he ngahi pure anga wa o ki he ngahi community and so on. Kei ka mea ia e perfect he mamani koe ni. Ka koe tau mua ki tau hi e meri no. Pako pehe koe ngai tau koe ni ko o hoko. O hoko pe ia i he whakaukau pe ia o e taki e whanua ko ia. Aia ne o sinofo pe ki he kumau o ia aku. Ne o sinofo pe putenia whakaukau i a ngai whanua ko ni ne nauri liu tawataina me he pureanga o Lucia. Ai no foi a whakauka o whi mau ke toi whakafoki mai mo tolu ki loto ke tau tuu whata. Kau ko skaila mai ki whangi whanua koe. We don't like the system. Sa ia mato e mau tawataina. Sa ia ki mau tolu ia ke mau whatu peho mau pureanga and so on. Pea pate tau sio koe ni ki tau koe ni Isleri ma kau Huti. Pea mo e kau Hamas koe palpare mai Isleria na e te tau foki tau ke historia na talu pe tau Isleria pea mo ine pea kei lere pe ia pakau ita il tau tauria pe tuku a fe pea was whinga mamani ke whawhakarele tu o lahi tu o whauwhaua ka hi teimna rau piuta nofo pe kau tau tau ia whaua whaunga ki nau hanga o tau i keike lahi apita ngai uhinga ka koe mea maunga ke tau ilo ai ngahi ngahi mea behind i he uhinga ko ia pe koe whakaukau ko ia mili
ko tui koe ngata ngai e tau ki tala noa o ngongo ko ia o e hoata e fiafi ko eni pe a whatawangi bene o ngolele atu ai e tau whepo tala noa aki ko e tau polokala maho ko i e taimi wha tahane polokala maho inga au pito ko hiko e kaunanga Tonga ko Tonga Victoria o kune polei ai taha o ngai sea o poate ako ko ia ai poate ako o Palo Alto ko Tonga Victoria pe fai fe po tala noa aki mo kina to hoek mo kainga ko le koti ko i he San Mateo County pe mo Americani ai tu unga whakaako e tau whanau o ku tō lalo. Na amakawa te whakataha ngai mahina ko mali watu. Na hawa superintendent ko ia San Mateo District San Mateo District Board of Education. Nena o mai ai o preseni mai ki e kau Tonga. Na iai kau taki community Tonga na iai o na utala mai ai ko e Greati koe homo whanau he tunga whakako o ku tō lalo. Koe hana e mea o to ton ke tau whai. Sai. Koe pole i koe e kaunanga koe ni Tonga Victoria a kene hoko koe kaupoate i he school board koe a Palo Alto. Koe taha e matapā whaka ofa taha e lava ke tau whengau e aki ke lava ke hake aki e tau whanau. Pea koe au mau inga ke kau mai ka pau ke East Palo Alto pe kui Palo Alto e to whamawhai mai Victoria Tonga Victoria e toko lahi kakai ai toko lahi ai wheitu koe e te lau whiri pea ke kau mai ke tau kau whata tau toko lai whi unga pe tau teke
tau kainga
tonga tau a kaunanga tonga ko ia i he toe minite ni mai ni ke wha ka koe hokoto tonu ko ia ai wha
koe mea taha i he tau whataha koe mo ethnic media nei pehe me statey tala ko mo matakari ke nau whinga ke nau kau he whiri ke ngai ofisi he ko taha e whunga e toi wapengi ai ke toi whakaibia ki mau tolu ko mo whinga ke mo hu mai o kau i he ngahi hange koe tano wharatai
ngai
poate koe ni kamatai mea alo mea i ke hoko koe mea o hakolo
ngai ko sirio
alo mea i ke ngai ko sirio koe ngai whare iana o mai me he statey wako ki tahine koe ni o kupure koe ni he fupaanga e statey koe treasurer koe e statey she's from Mayfair Maysiaina te kei lawa hata o e fiha ne nofo he fotuani koe ni hao uinga o kuhen in the family porque se o que ne feinga pe hoko ko state treasurer pe ago ne fare i a ko central mahili
e meni tofu hoko to ne fa te tau wakai ai whepotala no aki ko ia pea mo Tonga Victoria. Ka tuku ate ki Fasco ni, tau ki break ai ki mua tau prokalama hoko.
Leo fehu iki he makoni, fiha naisi ono totongi, ke olea atu ke onoi, ko eku ofani o kumo oni, kahe ikai hato e tafoki, peita pui, tapo mole aloi. Si ekulupe koe kupele eke ngalo nai afe ofa ene hulupe ia te au te amokoe si ene malave loto mauai pe matangine angi mai mei he saute wela ie ui ae o tu felenite ongo mai o hange hango welile o pehe hange mai ke hopo maupe Fulauka pasamehe halatafa Amerika lahimo ono fulaua Ono ea whakalata mai ke te gita Kite noa maupe si ifunasia No olive pena ea ngā whiwhi Ono folata awia i sene Kai whiutali si i hei lalawe ewe Pea mo utalia si i kakala fua pe Nehanyesi alupe, fiukumi si ane mafua Onesi utaka, otu ula isuba Tapae uhila, fakalava ahi fofua Kifakahaele, si ipele o malaikula Onilau ai whipale Maheni ne lau mini tipe Ikai keru ilo pengalo afe Alua kate nofo hopo ate Sai ko walinga senga diko di madara Nisarui vosa diko ngai delani rombuyara Matava sochi peka kotanga yataka Nalenga kere ni damamu opolea mugolada Nungu itau Sai kono kuseni tau Namada merui momo sindina sarabia Wakau asibi nano mui wakarau Enano nidau yar mamarau Lomo tino matangi lele Tala ua ame maine Etama fana
Radio Vak tal flau ko tau taimi o se tau mini te ua pea me he wha pea te tau taitari heni ki Tonga Victoria ke whai e whepo talanoa aki whekau aki koia pea mo e ne loto lahi ke ne polei ke ne hoko ko taha e kau poate ki he ako i palo ato. Pea ko tui ko whakaikiki ko ia tene toki o mai pe ke tau inas koto ai ka ko kei taritari pe ki ai tui ko ki taimi no pe me heni ko ne hu mai ke whai e whepo talanoa aki. Ko taha whakeni ai mea ku mahu inga au pito wek mo ka inga tau te whito ki tau no whewhonuan. Ke tau hanga o pouaki ai si kaunanga ko eni pe kai puataha pe o kune polei ai ngahi sea ko ia i ngahi ofisi ke he fonuani o mahu inga pe ke tau porea ke tau pou i kina o tol ngai state ko tau pe o mo iai ka pau o ku ke ilo i hataha tamai ke tau fetutaki pea mo tau pou i e tau kakai tonga koi ang nau poletaki a ngahi sea koi a tau te whito ki ngahi tuunga koi a i he tau county pe ko state na mo Amerikani o mahu inga e tau whepou a ki ko taha e ngahi matapā mahu inga e lawa ke tau maua e ngahi whainga maari ka koho o mau pe e Tonga Victoria pe ke lava pe ke asma e anta ke ta kau whataha i he malo au pito hello Tonga Victoria hange koe mo mea e mai pe ka inga koe ni ko Tonga Victoria e ni ko ne mao e whainga maari e pe ako whakamalo at ka koe Tonga Victoria ko hi ko e mao e whainga maali e ke tau whepo tala noa ake ai i he Radio Vak tal whalau. I hope you just, you understand, right? Yeah. And welcome to Radio Tonga Vak tal whalau. And I was just na tala noa pe ke mahu inga ko ia a ho o poletaki ai whatongia ke kawatu ke poate ko ia o e ako. Ka ki mu ai a tuk mo ke o ate whainga maari e koe ni ka koe ke o mai haki i little background about yourself and why did you choose to run for school board? Malo Tonga Victoria.
Malo Emily, malo Dede, malo Taulava. My name is Tonga Victoria. Afa Mango. I am the daughter to Sione Whakalata and Patsua Helu. And I am from East Palo Alto, California, and I would first like to just thank God for this day and this opportunity to share more about why I'm running, what it is exactly that I am doing, and bringing that to the feet of my community. I am so grateful that you reached out, Emily, and I hope that we can talk a little bit about the trip that you took on behalf of Radio Tonga to the White House, which is incredible. Really great job representing our community. And my husband is Suala Famango Mele Matu Avava'u, and we have a daughter named Ocean. She's 4. We lived in Tonga last year. We lived in Tonga in 2022 and then came back in 2023 last year. And I don't speak good Tongan. I speak very conversational, very chill Tongan. But I am so grateful to be here. And I think you brought it up. Why am I running? At first, when I decided to run or register to run, I did it because I was passionate. I have a lot of passion and service to the community. And then when I started to learn about the problems that are kind of in our system and in our communities, I realized that it's going to take more than passion and experience to really commit to the work. And so, yeah, I'm learning a lot about policy and how to influence policy, what policy impacts our families, especially our Tongan families in the Bay Area. And I am running for school board for Sequoia Union High School District. So, yeah, I'm so excited to chat with you today.
Thank you, Tonga. Thank you, Tonga, and Sonny Makahili wanted to join us too. He's not going to be on Zoom, but over there, I can see you.
Whanau mai pe ko hoku leo, sauri pe koe gaonga ke mafuasa te ata na ilifia e kausio, ko ia ko whiunga pe asat pe hatokota. Ka koe uraki mea, ko tui pe Tonga, ko whaampe ke mahinoi pe urea whakatonga tu sai pe?
Iyo.
Sai. Uraki pe ko fie o kufa mawhana o pito. Ai whakaukau o kuke whakahoko. Pea koe tau whenga ia. Koe tau whenga ia ke tau asi ki mua. Pea koe tau asi koe ki mua o kei ngata pe hange ko koe mo tuku pā o kuke whai. Kau fie mao pe koe ke tau toi whakaivia mo tau whanau. Mo teke mo tau whanau, mo mātua, pero tau whakaamu ke hoko, koe kau pe ia I he ngahi konga of a role model ki he whanau. Ke oua te nau loto si I hataimi, ke nau challenge, ke nau hu ki ha poate, koe nau hu ki ha whahinga whiri, ki nau hanga o ikai ngata pe e nau wheinga I e nau mo'ui kau ne toi hoko pe ki ne hake aki a ki tau tolu ka inga Tonga I he community. He koe ni, o ka pau na tau loto taha ki tau hanga teke iem iongi ke ne ikunai a kawa ahito te maulawa pe o teke koe ke ikunai o wheinga o kuwhai. Ka whia mauia ke tau kaila ke re olahi. Kai ke whia mauia ke tau whesia seo whaki. O ku whia mauia ke tau hiki ki kainga Tonga ke tau hiki koe. I mō menit nau whanongo ai ki he o ke ai e toko tahtonga o whainga ke whiri pe nau talanga e melife. Koe ta whoki pe me ta whakataha whainga he wawe taha. Ke tau whetutaki ki ai he ta whia mau pe ke ta teke o tau Tonga. E na maako I he whakataha koe ni umarere atu ai e tala mai he pure anga. O te mauno whanoa ia. Lahi e toko nia e pure anga. Pea mau I heni ke mau tari ho mau I toko ni. Ka ku pau pe ke mau fou I he founga uruaki pe nau tala mai mo whainga ki he ngahi ofisi ke mo whafonga mai pe koe hape ofisi ko ia pe ko ia e koe mawhana make mo e fie whakaloto lahi koe go all out e kaunanga he oku mahu inga pe oku mahu inga au pito ho whainga ke hu ki he poate pe tau. Hoko atuai he ilona ka hala whanonga ini te ke hoko ai koe meia pe te ke hoko ko ha iha aho ka koe mea tepu ke sio koe e whanau ako pe a hoko ke whakaivia ki nau tolu ki o te nau roto si. E tau sio ki hala whanonga koe ni o kamala. Ko haina ne lawe iloa. Ko ki whiwhine. Konga e sia konga ha mo ha whatever it is kana e whainga hono le leitaha ko ne sio ki he halafononga na fōme ne whae ko ngahi whalotolahi a ko whaam ke tāna ki atu ki he whainga o ke whakahoko pea ko earth ho tau ka inga Tonga oa mua te tau whesio sio whaki ka tau whenga ue aki tau umo mataha I hono teke hata ke hu ki hanga ue o ku mau inga ki a koe mau inga ki a whamili mau inga ki e tau whanau mau inga ki he siasi mo e whanua o whalahi at malo.
Malo, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Malo.
Ko tui pe e Tonga Victoria hange ko mea na e lea ake sione. Tai mini iho tau ka inga Tonga, kai ka fu mea tau maho inga ia. Ke hoko ha taha ke ne hoko ko ha ke kau ihe e run for pe hoko ha me mi pa poate o e ako pe ko poate pe ko sirio pe ko ha councillor too, you know.
Her official office, eh?
Ka koe mea ko tui ki ai, pea ko tui nei to emphasize i e malavat ke whakataha koe ni Washington, ai mahu inga ko ia ke tau kau i he, ke tau kau
he lau.
Ke ngai ofisi koe ni, Pea, ia e toni i tena, some of our community will say, oh, he's just a board member to the education board in East Palo Alto. Ko mea mahu inga taha kakai ho e mo kakai whanuani ko e tau hoki loto. Because when she goes in, then she will show us and tell us about all these opportunities that we can tap into. You know? And how do we solve our problem? We just attended one meeting at San Mateo County run by the education board superintendent, right? 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. And they did this superintendent from the board member of the education in San Mateo district, whatever it is, they came and gave us a presentation. Because for a presentation, Koya is a data they collected and after all that, and they said, Pacific community, Tonga community, your kids are not doing well at all. Your grades of the kids is not good as Pacific Islanders.
Let alone in Nauli Akiako.
Let alone in Nauli Akiako. Kaige now attending now tolu he ngahi polo kalama ko o kumahu inga ko to bridge them from high school to the next level. So ko fu data ko ya. Na mautogi oskoya malfanongo, and they said Tonga Victoria, the community, the Tongan community were in the meeting was saying it's not a new thing. We tried some kind of tutorial before and it didn't work. Yeah. So from that, ogo tui ko ngai uhinga ia ogo kai ko uhinga aho loto lahi ke whai ngā aue ko ni ko uhi ke ko sio atu ka koe ke mawe poate kawe poate mo mawe for a level, you know, that what you call I for I tu unga ko ia for the fame of it ka ko uhinga ko tahane uhinga because of grades at our whanau ko ne Pasifiki. Can you add on to that? Ai uhinga ko o kuke loto lahi ke whai ngawe ko ni malo tupo.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for laying out the kind of the stage for the conversation that I think we should really have. San Mateo County is the fourth richest economy in the world, and we are just a small little county in California, which has, I think, the second largest economy in the world. So when we're looking at those numbers, there's about 300,000 Pacific Islanders across the state of California. Here in San Mateo County, we make up 21.1% of the Tongan population statewide. California has the second largest Tongan population in the continental U.S., and San Mateo County is the largest population in the state. And East Palo Alto, just kind of being a little bit more micro here, East Palo Alto has the largest Tongan population per capita. That means per square foot mile, there are more Tongans in East Palo Alto. East Palo Alto is only 2.5 miles, and compared to the large Tongan population in San Mateo County, of course, in Los Angeles, you have Hawthorne, you have Compton, Long Beach, all those areas. There's also a rising Tongan population in Central Valley. So we make up a pretty good, a pretty solid number when it comes to looking at San Mateo County population. When you're looking at San Mateo County District, now this is just the public school district, there are nearly 2,000 Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander students enrolled across San Mateo County school districts.
Wow.
So there's San Mateo County Unified School District, which you have your Aragons, your Burlingames, your San Mateo High. And then you have your Sequoia Union School District, where you have MA, Middle Atherton, Woodside, Claremont, Sequoia, EPAA. So we're the two public school districts, or the two prominent public school districts within our county.
Okay, yeah.
And, within San Mateo County wide, we make up less than 1% of the student population. However, we make up 5.7% of the suspension rate across the district. And that's compared to our 5.4% of the Black African American population and 3.5% of the Latinx population, respectively. And so suspension rates are a huge issue that has been outlined within the Sequoia Union High School District strategic map. How can we help to support students to prevent suspension and expulsion rates? We know that when they get expelled, they're not welcome back to school. And when they get suspended, they either go back home, parents are not home because typically they're working 3-4 jobs, maybe at Bye-Bye, maybe construction, maybe security, kind of all the stereotypical jobs that our Tongan grown-ups, adults, parents are working. And so there's the suspension rates that have already been clearly defined by the school district that I'm running for. Also, there is 14.6% of Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander students who have experienced suspension rates. And this is just for Sequoia. So now we're kind of looking a little bit finer into the details here. So that's 14.6% of Native Hawaiian Pacific Islanders being suspended in Sequoia Union High School District, compared to 8% suspension rates for Latinx students and 12.2% for Black African American students. We don't make up 14% of the population. Maybe 0.6%, but we are highest. We have one of the highest suspension rates. And in addition to that, Sequoia Union High School District, they issued, of those suspension rates, of those 14.6 suspension rates, 36% of those suspension rates were drug related. So our kids are taking drugs onto campus. They are vaping in the bathrooms. They are vaping in the classrooms, is what I'm hearing as well. And so all of these things that are indicating that our youth are dealing with so much. I mean, we just went through a pandemic where students now have that option, whether they want to return to school or not. And unfortunately, when students are given that option, they're going to want to stay home. What does that mean for an entire generation 10 years from now who are supposed to be our leaders, who are supposed to be literate, who are supposed to be leading in Silicon Valley innovation economy and after they graduate? And so there's such a large number of issues that if elected, I would like to address and would like to prioritize, obviously not just for our Tonga and Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander students, but for students at large. I do believe that if you can serve Pacific Islander students, which we tend to be the most vulnerable, then you can pretty much serve any student. And just a little bit about my background, I have served East Palo Alto, North Fair Oaks, and Belhaven area, which is the area that I'm running for. I've served for almost 10 years. So I've served nearly 2,000 youth in my community. So not just Pacific Islanders, but a lot of our Latinx students, our Black African American students. I built nearly 20 programs for youth to engage in their academics and their culture, and then especially in their youth leadership. I definitely enjoy and have done youth leadership development for not just locally but nationally, and now really entering into the international space with Blue Pacific Pathways, which Emily, I know that you learned a little bit about in Washington D.C. And then also I kind of come with the community in mind and in my heart. I currently serve with Anamatangi as the communications director. And so Anamatangi is home-based in East Palo Alto, founded by Mama D and Baba Senta in 1997. Grassroots force mobilizing our communities at the federal, state, and local levels. And so because of all of that, I know I mentioned earlier that it's going to take a little bit more than experience and passion, but really a commitment, not just for the 4 years that we'll be serving, but really the next 10. And so what does that look like? How can we bring more folks to the table? And I know this is a conversation that I want to have, maybe not now, but there is such a trust, a natural trust that parents have to the school system, which I think should be examined, why it is that we trust the system so much, or even trust our kids so much when they are entering into a system. And I think a lot of that may explain why we just kind of let the kids go to school and they'll do all that they can, but the system is designed for parent participation and parent involvement. And so how can we build and empower our parents to be involved in these conversations?
Tonga, one thing we learn in a meeting in Washington, D.C., knowing Hawaii, Guam, American Samoa, their U.S. territory, but the way I felt that we all in the same boat.
Yeah.
It seems like their voice is not heard to some degree. Hangi ko o kai ke hanga he federal repo ka puli anga o ngo I ho tau leo.
I want to add on.
He koe kauia I ngai mea. Now addressed himself, and then I said, wow, ko pehe au ia, ko tau tolu tonga be koe ke kau he lau pe lau he kau. Ka ki he kuongo I koe ki nau ngai whakamatala. We're all in the same boat. Kako eni, give me a chance, Kako eni tonga. Ko mea ko mahu inga ia ko ho fili ko ke hu ko ki he poate. Ko hala whanonga, we don't know what is ahead of you. Kako eni. Ko tahani a small step, ko stepping stone to get in to the government. Kamata I his school district, me his school district. Uhinga e tānakia ki ho le kōti ngā wena ke whai. Pe koe ki tau ilo, pe koe hala whanonga koe ia. We don't know what is ahead of you. Ka koe mea pene oku mahino. O ka pau, o if we don't get in to these offices, that tau kei kawai pe being not included or forgotten or not recognize our voices. Ka ko believe pa te tau sio ke whakakatoa the accomplishment that our kids that made it to college, made it to universities, made it to NFL, made it to certain sport. I think it shows the accomplishment that you kids came so far. And our ha'o go I Tahavalu, 1985. The only person I ever heard was Sika Hema. He was well known because he was in the NFL. Yep. Now there is a lot of Sika Hema. Tonga, Millie.
Yeah.
Okay, Tonga, ko ngahi le koti ko na okay o mai, the data that you're giving us. Ko fonga ko ia o ko ke fai e koe going running to be a member of the board. That's the kind of engagement that our community should have.
Yes. 100%.
We talk about empowerment and improve the way we do things. Improve the way we tau toka ngai tau whanau he aluki he ako. Tau hanga pe, tau whainga pe, tau tolu in our little tap go tau nofoi ke tau whe improve each other. Little that we know, this is the way to improve and empower us. And I think that's the best way to do is to engage up to the next level.
Absolutely.
You know?
Instead of
Some
inside
us-
the box, get
some
out of
us
the box, right?
Are Tongans in our Pacific Island community, and I addressed it in a meeting in White House. And I addressed it to most of them. Ko tau palpalema, ko kai ke tau feinga hake ke tau engage ki olunga ke hanga state, board of education and all this, tau kamata pe county. Ke to koni mai ka tau tolu ke ne hanga empower. And we can't do that if we're not going to engage to them
Right.
formally like you're doing. Yeah?
That's the
Te tau hange koe ni, ka pau te tau whepe, okay, ko whonga ke whakalele I grade e mau whanau, mo whakalele I hono suspend, I fika o suspension koe o whanau mea ko, koe puke I mai mātua ki hen mo whanau, ke whaiha tau pō lotu. Pe whaiha tau ke lea te kau whai whikau ka mo tole mau inga ke toka ngā e tau whanau me hafua.
Okay.
O ngata pe tau whenga tau toluai, and we think, oh, this is good enough, we just had a polotu, o stamai whai whikau mea koe ke mau whai, we're good, we're empowered. No, we are not. Ko empower ene o whai pe koe whakalelei, pe koe whakaivia ene tau tolu, o ku ke whai Tonga Victoria.
Right.
Try to engage up to the next level, ki he ka te wheitu koe, o kuiai koe a resources ke nau hanga o improve a e tau whaunga koe hono toka ngai e tau whanau. Kakai ia hataha pehenia I loto I olunga I foi poate koe ni, e mau pe ngai whainga maari e sia, pe a moe kau uri ufanga whatapu, kau uri oksai au pito e nau suspension rate anauto.
Okay.
You know? Ko hinga e ku talanoa ko ni hange pe ko tau talanoa ne ongo ko time lahi tau talanoa pe ko hange ko ni ka whai ki me a fin matoa empower themselves. Oh, tawo hula pe tawo concept ke maha paanga thinking that money will empower. No, we need a constructive engagement like what she's doing. Ho egi pa mo kainga
How pito.
ko whahinga whaka whehokotaki ia o whie mau. Ha wheka whehokotaki koe o pau.
Okay.
Koe whainga tau lewa o whainga ke tau run ke ngahi ofisi, koe ngahi mea koe ne oku tau. Koe uhinga koe o hake ai e Tonga Victoria. Koe fu teida koe mo ngai whamatala koe oku ke o mai whekau aki koe mo e tau whanawa koe I heni I San Mateo. I bet you it's gonna be the same in every other county here in America where our Pacific Islanders are.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely. Yep. And Emily, I want to ask.
Yes, Aaron, that's good, Tonga. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask because, my parents, my dad, went through Atanisi. So he's very much a thinker. And we grew up in our house where debate was invited. It was welcomed. My mom also went through Atanisi. She's a Helu. So there is a lot of just intellectual prowess on that side of the family that I'm so grateful to be part of. And what they tell me and kind of what I've experienced when I do go to Tonga is there's such a pride in your educational status. Right. In 2012, when I kind of started this road down cultural enlightenment, trying to understand what it meant to be Tongan for myself, having grown up with this name Tonga that I didn't use the name Tonga until I was 22. I used Victoria because Tonga was just too much. It was too foreign, strong, all these things. And then I go to Tonga and I did a service project for a summer. It taught English at Kolis Fefine. And then at the law where I met my husband, when he was also at the law. We're 7 months apart, but I started very young in community. And what I realized was that the education system, the community is so involved in the education, in the education success. When you see it in the newspaper, before that, the list of names, who made it into Tonga High, who made it, into the top threshold of their classes. Right. And when when families come here to Tonga or to the U.S. and they settle into these communities that are no longer just Tongan culture saturated everywhere, there's this surrender to the system that is foreign, that you know, you may not be putting these things on the newspapers in a language that is now foreign. I wonder what is the switch that happens in the Tongan families who are coming from a space and a place where our education system is intertwined with our faith system, our churches, and we pray there. And yes, you discipline your kids there, and they come home, and it's the same things that are being taught at school are being taught at home. And then there's a transition, and it's the transition part that I think is something that I want to learn more about. Of course, I grew up in the Tongan family, so I have my own experience. But what do you think? What do y'all think could be that?
I think we come here for. I'm just gonna talk from my own experience. I think we move out here because to, you know, look for
better life, of course.
Better life, but better money. Basically, is we talk about we come here get to lahiange paanga. Ko better life here. O tau whakakau wau he taimi. Okay, ko lahiange paanga ko petange a life. But sometimes that's not the issue. That's not the thing. That's not the way it is. You know? Ko lahiange ko paanga ko lahiange tauri aki ko tau family. Ko lahiange ia ene priority pe. Our priority is to get money. You know, so when we prioritize the money when we come to Americani, then everything else will fall back. Oh, tuku pe whanau ke na wako hape mea kou na wako apiako, that's it. And if the apiako call, mo mai ki heni ke whakata, well, it's okay. If we go there, it's iyo, but we prioritize it. Ko ngawe ako mahu ingange. Everything e tau kapate ke waka, tau to sio ke ko mea ko tau pe ia I heni o kumahu inga e ku ngawe akuia. He kai te ora tau ke lotu e kumahu inga e ku ngawe akuia. He kai te ora. So that's one of the transition maybe. Ko tau mai ko ngā tau mai lewa o focus I he paanga. Ko mea ko tau whataha koe na makawa tu koe ai superintendent ko na mai koe mi San Mateo district. Ko mea koe na nau kole e nau toluia ke to e wahau whiang e kau whai ako pea moe mātua. Ke tātu koe ke mo o mai ke pehe mo pehe o kuna o mai. Tau sio ke kau pālangi ko sui ka pai lahi tau sio whai wa. Ko kau pālangi toko lahi pe ko tau wakai ke anga mo ui o kuna o priority tatai pe ko ngā we ko pau ke nau lele nau to, you know. So based on that, but I will make it henny o whai e ngā ue, ko whahinga ngā ue ia o ku e kehe ia mo ha mai ki en ka pau tau o ngā ue office. We work from 8 to 5. You know? Sure. Ko ngai ngā ue koni o tau o mai ko whakahau the majority ngā ue vai. It's not 8 to 5. It's 24 hours in a whole week. You know? So that can be one of pego mele wak whaia he anga ko e ku wakai whawhoi tui o ku mahu inga le waia ke hanga ala mai ai pure anga o mai ha whainga polo kalama ke a ko I tau tolu ki he ngahi priority mo ngahi maybe money management, maybe time management, simple things like that.
I want to answer to her question about how her parents brought her up in their struggle as they change country or migrate to the United States. We always have to face when you leave your home country with your language, your culture, and you move to a foreign country, we all have to make the adjustment, right? We all have to make the change, whether our children go to school or whatnot. I believe no parents don't want their kids to miss school. every parents in Tonga, whether it's in Tonga or here in the United States, they want the best education for their children. But as they struggle to negotiate the way of living in this foreign country, those adjustment is necessary. If you Tonga, no for whakatonga. Kau ke hau ke Amerika, no for whaka-Amerika. Pea koe struggle ia koe, e tau whinga ke tau somewhat control our children. So ngai a honi is out of our hand now. Talu li liu e lao Amerika. The way we discipline our kids, even though this is the way we discipline them, kata mai wakau taia ke talangofua, ka koe ngā hona kids say, you can't hit me because the Lord says so. So they tie our hand. So we have to adjust to that change. Ka koe ni. Some people manage to do so, and then some people are still struggling with it. He kwa ope ke nau si discipline nau whanau, e whahinga nau end up na tō ngā pōpula pe koe. Some of them have to do time because of that. So, if anybody made it out as our children fight ways to accomplish their education and to get to where they at, hey, we all proud of you kids. Because the journey weren't easy at all for anybody, either parents or the children. And I can feel what you're saying, Tonga. Okay, koe ka hala whainga fua. He ko hanga e la o li liu. Pea koe ko tautolu ka inga Tonga. Oku li liu ke matakali ko tope. Oa upe ke kakai. Even the people was born and raised in this country. They all have to adjust as well to the new law and rules. So, ko ki mea pe ko whietana kia tu, ki he ku whanonga to hear you tell your story about how your parents were raised up back home. Tonga?
Thank you so much for bringing that up. And I do want to add some more data here as I kind of paint this picture that's happening, not so much at the high school level, which Sequoia Union District is a high school district. There's 5 high schools in that district. And historically, Sequoia Union High School District has graduated a ton of Tongans. So a ton of Tongans. I can think of so many families who generationally have been through and graduated from Sequoia District. Now, at the local level, so at our middle school and our elementary school, I mean, we are facing just very, very low reading and writing and critical thinking. In our public school district, so our middle school and our elementary school, 90% cannot read or write at grade level, and 95% cannot do math at grade level. And just to kind of paint this picture a little bit more, in East Palo Alto, there are about 3,000 kids between the ages of 5 and 14 that make up our population of our city. 1,500 of those 3,000 kids go to the district. And so when you have 1,500, 90% can't read, that's almost 1,200 kids of our neighborhood kids who cannot read or write. And so when they are entering into high school, many of them are reading below kindergarten level. We have 14-year-olds going into the high school system who are reading at kindergarten level, who are reading at below first and second and third grade level. So right now, what I'm facing with kind of in this campaign run, the Sequoia Union High School District decided, in the name of equity, we are going to take off advanced classes for all 9th graders so that we can tend to this problem where a majority of the students are not reading at grade level. So what does that mean and what does that look like? They have 6 English classes that are offered. 5 of those classes are to meet the needs for the bottom threshold. So we're looking at English class for those that are reading below kindergarten. My daughter's below kindergarten. She can't do her alphabet. So I'm just painting a comparison here. And then you have a class designated for students who are reading between first and second, 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, and then there's only one class for students that are reading at 7th grade level all the way to reading at 12th grade level. So you have that huge range of reading literacy, of writing, of critical thinking, all put into one class, while the bottom threshold are being kind of categorized and being served. And that's a huge problem that a lot of folks have found controversy, are not in favor of. If you're going to build equity at the bottom, you have to build equity at the top. And so these are the arguments that I am just kind of hit with every day. Well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And so it absolutely takes the parents, like our teachers are overworked. Our administrators are overworked. They are not a replacement, a substitution for the responsibilities that lie on our parents. But then again, our families, when mom and dad are working 2-3 jobs, and little Sione and little Mela don't have a room to themselves, and they're fighting for Wi-Fi, and it's just, the profiles are just it's unfortunate. It's something that I think we have solutions for, but it's not something that I alone can do as I'm running.
Can I ask you a real quick question, Tonga? Because even though it's even worse with the social media these days, it really that don't help our kids at all for some reason or another, right? And they're trying to change that. But how did you fight it through when you have to go home and talk in Tonga and then go to school and talk in English, and how you navigate your ways to fight through that to where you're at now? If anything, what would be your advice to parents and kids that they're struggling? I never heard that kids these days cannot read and write.
Yeah,
that's a big surprise for me, especially kids that grew up here.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to share about my mom. My mom is a superwoman. She worked so many jobs, and still my mom was on campus. People would say, "Hey, I saw your mom walking down, one of the wings." I would go running the other way. And of course, not everyone has moms and parents in particular. They don't have that time to commit to being on your child like that. But my mom was. My mom, would stand outside of my geometry class and make sure I went to class. And I think it was because my mom knew who I was. That she knew what kind of student I was. She knew what kind of person I was. I gave my mom a very hard time. I gave my teachers a very hard time. And, in hindsight, I look back and I'm so grateful that my mom did that. Of course, there were things that I wish I was able to be a little bit more mature and kind of navigate on my own. But having someone, your parents are so important. And now being a mom myself, I definitely see, okay, yeah, she's not crazy. Right. That's something I understand is she's not crazy. And for homes that might not have that maternal instinct and love and care might be absent, how can the community kind of be and fill that space? Because regardless of the situation, that is still very much needed. And so, looking at what are some of the solutions that we can put in place. I don't think, and this is just me coming from my own experience being in community work, being in the educational space at the grassroots level, is I don't think the community has really stepped in and really committed themselves to improving literacy on a very, very real level. Right. And I don't think that there has been this ownership that actually literacy and reading is a part of our culture. And I think about, the Kawekola and how where I go, if I meet a Tongan, I could be in Minnesota, I could be in, some place in country in Europe, but there's that understanding that we have 4 pillars that frame our way of thinking and frame our way of being. And I think that's what's missing in, our area and our district, is that there is not a mission statement or a cultural framework that we all commit to and that we all embrace. And that's, I think, the most beautiful part that I can bring into this campaign, and then, of course, if elected, into this seat, is I understand what cultural principles look like, because I come from it. That's my heritage. And I think that's a key marker of what's missing in the communities that I serve.
Yeah, not only that, I would like to add on to that. Our community don't know those data.
Right.
Yeah, we don't know that's what's going on. All I know is a mother that my kid is going to school and come back still breathing. We need our community, our Tongan community, needs to be aware of those data that they're just telling us. Because when they are aware of it, then they will start to create a solution for it. Because the problem that's going on, if we go on to the root causes of why is it our kids are not reading and this and that, it's not okay ko yaka palpalema ko ni about it hanga or unwrap o ku ikai ko ka faya ko palpalema. It will come back to how we do it at home.
Right.
How we create an environment that will encourage our kids to read and write. But the thing is, Tonga Victoria, I'm just saying, when you talk about all this data, and it's just shocking me.
I am too.
And not only that, the fire presentation it was Singatoni, and this data analysis director was presenting data Pacific Islanders, talk about the health issues, they come all those kind of things. And it comes down, because I'll go in a presentation, but they hang out present my presentation a Lucy Latu from the Taulama Ma'aitonga. Pero ne pehe ko presentation a Lucy ke data pero pehe e Lucy. It's kind of shocked me why we are very low in this and that and this and that.
Right.
Pero and then Lucy was highlighting alwi ke root causes. One of the root causes because aka o palpalema is our community. Our Tongan community in San Mateo County, ko tau founga nofo I San Mateo County, o kune hanga pe eia otoe worsen the situation. For example, o lahi pe whangaki I api o nofo family toko lahi ai. And this guy in Washington was actually saying it. Ko nofo toko lahi I don't blame but ko hinga ke to hif ko famore more pe ka ko me ko wa ke lahi toko lahi o na nofo toko lahi ngai api family u atol fa ni maki loki u pe ko loki you know what I mean,
Right.
That situation itself can worsen our health, worsen education at our whanau, worsen me akotoape.
Right.
But we don't know, ko me going to highlight this we don't know o kuyai pe tokoni ai ngai opportunity I pure angani mo county te na lava tokoni mai ke fainga no fo pehe. They can give you like housing voucher. They maybe go start from whatever settle go shelter or whatnot. Kako kamata me yai empower now tolke now alhake kia tu unga ko is much better than that situation. Kako meko ko uhinga ki ai e Tonga, go back to your presentation ho hanga present mai ko tuita to veiua. o ka pau e ave ni ke au, a whahinga teita koe ni ke au kia mautolo kakai, e majority ko San Mateo County. I bet you we will come with the solution at the same time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we're the only one that will own that kind of data, and we're the only one that own the solution as well.
Okay.
But we don't know where to take it.
Mm.
You know, kapau te aloha o ke poate, and I believe and I pray and I'm, you know, I'll go tu yau te kia o koe kia. Pea ke au lewa talangi ki he poate koe ako. Can we go to our community and tell this is what happened? Sio ke whataha koe nai whai koe, I know talanoa ke 2-3 weeks ago, na ma attend. It's only us, the church leaders, mahana mauto tahanima. Do you think those 15 people there will go further down and take it to the rest of the majority of the community? I don't think so. Ka o ka pau te mau ilo e mau toluia I data koe na the majority of us over here. I bet you can now engage now tolu I ngai solution that there will be a history in the education world.
e Tonga Victoria o toipe tau ki miniti fito. We only got 7 minutes left, and then what I wanted to know, who qualified to vote for you? Only the resident of East Palo Alto? And if that's the case, let us know. Second, can you please, whatever that you have in mind, that you can put it up somehow on a banner or whatnot, so we can encourage not only our Tongan people, but the East Palo Alto community to vote for you and the importance of what you believe in. A mea au ke toi, whakapapau, te lava hake aki e aki, ai ako ai whanau I East Palo Alto. I think we all need to put together our whatever energy we can muster. All hands. Let's go for it. At least, o kuiaki feitu ke tau kamata me ai. Let's start from East Palo Alto. And I believe this is your stepping stone to help our kids with education.
And everybody else, you know, you in there, else. We are all in there.
Malotonga.
Thank you. Well, again, I thank you so much for this opportunity to come on the platform. I know we're down to 6 minutes, so I will share that, those that are able to vote for me, for Sequoia Union High School District Trustee Area E, that those are residents that live in East Palo Alto, residents that live in Belhaven, so East Menlo Park area, that's right next to East Palo Alto, and then North Fair Oaks. And so if you live there, you know a family that lives there, I can drop my website. I am giving away lawn signs for those that want a lawn sign. You have a home, you have a yard, want a lawn sign, I will absolutely do that. You know, this campaign is grassroots driven, and so if you can donate $1, $5, every dollar counts, and really where that money is going is to those that will be walking with me, getting the
that's what I'm thinking of. Can you make up a banner and you put as much information there, and share it on the social networks, and let's send it to us so we can put it out there.
Yeah, and you know, I don't want to end on this, but I think this is super important for us to just say out loud. Shame is a very powerful thing.
Yes.
Of course, we don't want to use it recklessly and irresponsibly, but when we are confronted with the truth of how our students are doing in the classroom without throwing euphemisms and ad hominem attacks against each other, then we can start building solutions. And I share this because I think a lot of the times, especially when it comes to our Pacific Islander, Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander kids, is we don't want to offend anyone because in the day and age of diversity, equity, and inclusion, oftentimes our kids are blamed or are identified as underrepresented, underserved, vulnerable, all these things. But if we take that tag and we say we are vulnerable people, we will never be able to confront ourselves with the truth. And on the other side of that truth is the solutions. And so I say all of this with love, with compassion, with care. I'm not here to attack any particular family. If we all understand where we're at together, we are going to be able to create change. And I really want people to know that, because there's so much kindness and politeness in the world that's not going to get us to build actual solutions to impact our families and then also generations forward. So I absolutely would love to put together a one-pager, even if it's just a one-pager of information on where the state of Tongan, state of Pacific Islanders are in the county. I would gladly do that. Absolutely.
So we can all share it, and let's empower our not only our Tongan people who live in these areas in Menlo Park and East Palo Alto, but also we need to reach out to other people as well, like all the residents. And the only way we can do this, that you can send us that banner. Let's all share it. So work out. And not only that, I don't know when is the day that everybody has to vote.
November 5th. So it's the same day that you choose the next president. If you live in my area.
We don't have much time, but doing something's better than not doing anything. And then hopefully we have another chance to come back and do another
Maybe we can do it like every other week.
Every other week.
Send us the information so we can put it out there. Okay?
At least that. Tonga Malo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tonga. We're looking forward to see you again.
Yes.
Ofatu. Whawhai moto e pokalama ko ia honoko, ai ko whahoko atu ia e Semis Pomee pia me Victorville, California. Ka mo mea, tautok whilongoa ki I he walu I he whiawhine.